Armenia would like to exercise its right of reply in response to the statements made by the Ministers of Foreign Affairs of Turkey and Azerbaijan. Mr. President, the statement of the Turkish minister was motivated by nothing more than inferiority complex combined with stubborn desire to portray itself as a regional power. Speaking about Turkey today, it's not the contribution to the regional peace and so-called fight against terrorism that comes to mind, but rather the human rights violations and genocide denial that are most frequently voiced by the international community. Turkey, which stands too far from being ruled by democratic principles, is the last country that can speak about human rights violations in any part of the world. Thousands of journalists, human rights defenders and activists, academia and opponents of the current Turkish government are in jail or in exile. Mr. President, not surprisingly, the statement of Turkish minister was not directed to the promotion of peace, but rather an act of provocation inspired by ethnic kinship and aimed to intensify the confrontation in the region. Meantime, we understand that Mr. Çavuşoğlu was aiming to distract the attention of the international community from the gravest international crime committed by Ottoman Turkey, the Armenian genocide. Turkey, first of all, should face its own history and refuse from the state policy of systematic denial of the fact of the Armenian genocide. The denial of genocide is widely recognized as the final stage of genocide, trying to secure impunity for the perpetrators and paving the way for future genocides. Turkey's propaganda on Nagorno-Karabakh conflict is strongly biased and destructive. Not surprisingly, Mr. Çavuşoğlu's statement is precisely matching with the statement made by the Azerbaijani foreign minister, which have nothing in common with the reality. We recommend Turkey to reconsider its policy and attitude towards the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict and to respect the efforts of OIC Minsk Group co-chairmanship to find a peaceful solution. Mr. President, with regard to the statement made by the Azerbaijani foreign minister, we would like to stress that if Azerbaijan is sincere in its pursuit of the truth and justice in the region, then instead of presenting their own falsified narrative of so-called Hocalı events, they should have addressed the Armenian pogroms in Sumgayit, which marked the beginning of the massacres and ethnic cleansing of the Armenian population carried out in the cities of Baku, Ganzak, as well as in Nagorno-Karabakh. Excessive and artificial cultivation of false victimhood is not the best way to prepare the populations for peace. Instead of outpouring the traditional anti-Armenian propaganda from this podium, Azerbaijan should make efforts to comply with the universal human rights, including the right of people for self-determination, which Azerbaijan forcefully fights since its inception. And for both countries, Turkey and Azerbaijan, before taking this podium and speechify about human rights, it would have been much better for the human rights protection in the world if they work even with minimal efforts to improve their own small record. I thank you, Mr. President.